And you can tell it, I guess, by my voice. First day that I slept over 4 hours in the last 15 days. For the first time, I slept 7 hours in total. Believe it or not. Shall we rest? Shall we go and level up and then go for Keterik? Am I even allowed to do it? I am, with a long rest. He won't kill the night song if I sit down and long rest. I mean, I got a manual save, I don't care. I sleep like 4 hours on average, yeah. 4 hours on average.
Blade at the ready. Charmed, I'm sure.
I wonder what the next move is.
I'm going in without the rest, without leveling.
One with the weave.
I hope it's a smaller dungeon. The game allows TP, but you can't go back to the first act anymore. That's what changed. You peer down the hole by the entrance that drew Keterik into the darkness. Will you leap after him? Yeah.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
You don't actually want to jump, do you?
This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Your father too, if our fortunes are so kind.
Rescue the real asset from the Moonrise Towers. I mean, long rest is allowed, so we can still do it if we want.
Most excellent.
Direct me.
That was a weird leg.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
By all means.
They're like devourers.
Perhaps they think we're the same.
Here.
God, that smell! Abattoir crossed with privy.
Shop. A bugbear. Oh, it's a butcher. We got a butcher here.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Still loves meat. It sings chop, chop, chop.
Discern, faithful.
Never think.
We
Chop, chop, chop.
I'll take this helmet, they look quite unique. Shirt mind. Alive and in perfect condition, suspended in the fluid.
No places, only meat. Stop. Only chop, chop.
Your desire.
design
Chop, chop, chop.
death.
Up for debate?
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Enter his thoughts. What's the place? What is the place?
Nursery. Here. They become.
Become what?
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
But there is one little kitty dances to another song. Same song as you.
Where can I find this little kitty?
Locked up. Bad kitty. Thinks it is other.
Where's Skeptic?
Monster. down, deep. One of three. One of three.
What do you do to all of these people?
Chop, chop. Help them become.
Why don't I send you to join all these creatures you butchered?
Yes. Yes. Please.
That's what he wants.
Very well.
Letter to the Absolute. Dear Absolute,
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city. Every soul made true.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well.
go from the start.
You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm.
We will take the city.
Huh.
Down.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm. Oh, thank you. Thank you! You are a good friend. No. More. Rescuer!
No! No touch! It is wrong. Other.
It's other, so let me take it away.
You sing wrong song too. In wrong voice. Sing other song together then. But away from here. Faces go, chop. Faces. No, no faces, only meat. Never stop.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Item received, summon us.
That way. I suppose a lake of blood counts as rustic in this illithid hell.
What the device?
Oh joy. Leftovers from Moonrise Towers.
Who are you?
True soul.
What happened?
Rooftop. My reward.
And what was the reward?
To see her design. To see her.
What were your final thoughts?
Mother would be proud.
Your reward for what?
I brought converts. Young.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
What I do with a bugbear?
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Hey, good looking. Say bye-bye.
Pick to fight. The con.
Big meat. Not for long. Time for jump.
I'll come back. I'll come back. Let me see the other room as well. It's not like I need experience. I don't.
Prepare the march.
color me curious.
Zombies. Otters. That shepherd. And there's 1 million of them. I think it was better from this door. Although it's whatever. I had 3 fights before this one. I expended most of the spells. I'll open the fight from here.
The moment comes. The hour. Descend. Obey.
Let's see that Zarya left it before we trigger the fight with the undead Seed of Demon. Okay.
Descend. Obey.
That rolling sim.
Evacuate.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Are these buttons?
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the Flaming Fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago.
Oh. Will's father.
This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravenguard's search officer, Manip Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravenguard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
The absolute. A chance.
Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face. You remember the shattered windows of Eltural's high cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who drag them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. The device does not react to your presence. Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist. The device does not react to your presence.
Okay, what's the big panel here? Neural apparatus.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh.
The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Yeah, setting him free. You can purge them, release. Flyers. Oh, they're level 9. And the brains as well. Should have killed the brains, man. Oh, better to say I should have checked the demon. I don't know what's worse. And I should have rested. All of it at once.
Got to move. Gods, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot. I'll put out severe condition now. It's getting hot. The moment I turn on Baldur's Gate, it's 50 degrees in a room.
Covered.
Spells for this.
Pawn to cleric 4.
Enough! My mind is my own! Eliminate.
Coming through.
Which stun? Extract brain. That thing just extracted brain out of Carla. Let's check the demon. And then I'll come back. Wipe out the brains. And then I set everyone free without anyone dying. If I can do it without the rest. If not, then I'll need to rest. And then I can do it. There's two fights. One with flares, the other one with the undead.
Immediately.
But first this.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for
Cambion.
something big.
Do the hells themselves answer the Absolute's call?
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city.
Overly optimistic to hope there were never any tadpoles here? Thought as much.
Needed.
That's an odd parasite. I feel my own tadpole tingling, reaching out to it. The only thing worse than a pool for tadpoles is
You got
an
a tadpole
empty
here.
pool for tadpoles.
Yes? Not a problem.
Not a tadpole to be seen.
have they done with them?
Mazora, you're Zariel's asset.
My damn little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Examine device on the left.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate.
To the right.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Let me annihilate her.
Hells. What are you? No!
Will?
Shit! Please, no! Please!
Will!
Will goes to hell.
Will! No! No!
That's what happens when you mess with devils.
He had a chance. He was going to be released. You knew that. He's gone. Don't you understand? He's gone.
We'll get him back.
There isn't. Will made a pact with a devil, then broke it. That means one thing. His soul is hers. How could I let this happen? To Will. To Will.
A fitting end for Will. That's for dancing like ballerina, man. Oof. I'm level 10 now. Level 10 should be level 10.
Don't burn yourself. No more tadpoles. Hope they all weren't used on people.
Now!
What if I gather strength and smash the foot through the pot?
To your authority.
You did all right, Will. I give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mazora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Sever the pact now, devil, or I'll sever your head.
Not going to happen. But I do like your spunk. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Well, you're an idiot.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you.
Mizora said you can talk about your pact and exile. Let's hear it.
First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Anything more we should discuss?
I mean, it's the only logical way for him to keep his powers, okay? If he ends the pact with Mizora, he loses all of his warlock powers and then he's useless. Believe. Be right back in a second. My food arrived.
Down. Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Discern, faithful. We depart. The moment comes. The absolute moves. Not design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city, every soul made true. Down. Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Discern, faithful. We depart. The moment comes. The absolute moves. Not design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city. Every soul made true. Down. Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Discern, faithful. We depart. The moment comes. The absolute moves. Not design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design.
Oh, where were we? Man, it's 50 degrees because of Baldur's Gate. 50 degrees.
One move ahead. I applaud your taste.
Mazora.
My dumb little stinker. Now, by Grazit.
I'll...
Yeah.
The controls that the symbol's meaning comes into focus. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
You have my attention.
Now. Yeah.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
You're free, Miss...
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
You think we get a reward for going through all this trouble?
Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt.
Oh, if you got a rapier.
All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale.
The reward is the Blade of Frontiers. Infernal Rapier. Spell save DC instead of Dex modifier. Holy shit. It's scales with charisma. Planar ally Cambion. You can summon a Cambion. Like you're not OP enough and the game gives you this.
Pride of the gate.
For real.
Where am I needed?
It's like you're not OP enough, man.
Let me work my magic.
Zariel's asset, but no, scratch that. Thanks be to you.
Six months is a long time. Time enough to weasel her way out of her promise.
I can't imagine how. The pact binds her as tightly as it binds me. All I have to do is stay alive. That should be easy enough, with someone of your skill at my side.
You're disgusting, Will. Disgusting. No. Eliminate brains, rescue Zevlor. First, you chop up these brains.
Yes. The pride of the gate.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
Knight to King 5.
Can't afford to let up.
Knight.
Feel my mistress's wrath.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time. Cry about it.
Chance.
3 more brains. They keep wasting their movement with dash. And it always happens like that. They just keep wasting.
Concentrate. Onward.
Up, up.
Damn it all. Armor of Agatha is strict. These enemies, where they keep suiciding out of you.
No rest for the wicked, I see. I venture forth.
Brain lives a brain.
Very well.
Man, I expected some demon, something, you know, not Mizora. Goddamn Mizora out of all. I mean, what was that?
Which way to the nearest library?
What a charmer.
Absolute. A chance.
It's still a hard fight, by the way.
Your tadpole forms at every moment there. The device is open to your tadpole's.
Salutations.
You connect. The device is open to your tadpole.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I'm ready. Have to keep going.
No gloom, all doom. Step by step.
Eliminate.
No time to waste.
Jesus Christ, they can fly high.
Enough! My mind is my own.
Holy Zevlor, are you crazy, man? Not belts.
On my way.
Death is but a word away.
It's prone, Karate.
Striking distance.
Actually double. Zevlor strong. Very strong. Extracting brain. Holy shit. There was Zevlor. Zevlor is crazy.
Find a route.
Swords meet sorcery. Don't get too close. This is my time. A bright idea.
Video is done.
With ease. No holding back.
And there's supposed to be 3. 1 died. 1 died. Zevlor, Shurga. I think 1 died.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. The Blade of Frontiers. The savior I needed, if not the one I deserved. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
They found refuge. What happened here, Zevlor?
You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
For a moment, until you realize your reward would be a tadpole.
Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
I could use another blade in the fight to come.
Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. I won't risk it happening again. Go, my friend. Please. Let me do this much.
Right, we got Zevlor.
Let's go.
Rough fight, think I'll need to rest. It'd be great if I can win against the undead as well.
Hells. I didn't think. Finish what you came here to do.
Regime, thanks for the 18 months, Regime. There is no need for all of those buffs, Pip. I know I can do all of those pre-buffs and so on, but there is no need. If the game was harder, I would waste time on pre-buffing and so on. There's really no need. Plus, it's more fun like this. Score.
Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Sharp as ever.
Let's march.
Let's try one more fight without resting.
Right away.
Push as much as I can.
Evacuate.
Bother. The path less traveled.
Descend, faithful. We depart.
Zombies, greater zombies, winged horrors, and that shepherd. Can be not bad. Plus, you can be. Pin this charm. Drink, yes. Unity charm and then drink, yes. Basically takes 2 rounds. Raise of fire. Evocation. I need a shepherd. How cool is this, man? Shepherd is.
The lance board is set. Of course.
Let's go. Watch this.
On the victor's path. I speak, they burn.
Put him up.
Sit there.
Let's end this.
Classic turn on that.
Who favors the fear?
Why not? You don't have many opportunities to use it. Not that many undead in a game. Fair enough, firewall, both of you.
Now this is my happy place.
I literally only play the game for the story and for the exploration. But not because of fun. Combat is beyond trivial.
On I go.
Battle favors the fearless.
Better always up shooting with a cambion and actually using a basic attack. It's very weak on basic.
The lesson is death.
You have to hit once. This is 4 times on 55. Hey, come on. 4 misses, man. Come on. Look at that enhanced AI. He summoned a unit in a firewall and then he ran into a firewall. And people are like, this game has an upgraded AI. It's not about enemies having huge HP pool and huge armor class for the difficulty. They got the same stats like on easier difficulties, but they are smarter on Tactician. That was the narrative. You know how they're smarter? They charge for a wizard. They pass through attacks of opportunity, through a firewall, through ice to get prone, just so they can nab your wizard once. That's the AI. They were smarter in Divinity than in Baldur's Gate. Easily smarter. Then harder to kill. Advanced AI. He summoned them into a firewall. And then suicided in the firewall.
No holding back.
Advanced AI. fucking joke. Joke of a game you can play with cantrips, man. I have a feeling characters that you play, spells that they have, they're so freaking OP. The game here in this room would have easily thrown 100 undead. 100. Easily 100 of them. And they still wouldn't be strong enough to beat you. With cantrips. With spells. With cantrips. God forbid with spells if I rested, man. If I opened up with a cone of cold or something like that.
The moment comes.
The Tactician in Baldur's Gate 3 is... I think it's story mod in Wrath of the Righteous. So there's 7 or 8 difficulties distance of how hard the Wrath of the Righteous is compared to the Tactician of Baldur's Gate 3. Like 7 or 8 gaps between them of how freaking easy the game is. And it is the biggest disappointment in that regard. Okay, the more what's even worse, the more you play, the easier it gets. Easier and easier and easier. The game was actually good till level 3. Give or take, till level 3 it's actually well balanced. You can die. You don't deal as much damage, you don't have as many tricks as you do, and this is like the theme for the quests. Okay, imagine if it was Lae'zel instead of Carla, where she can play 5 or 6 times and then the game summons those mind players around you, you get to play 5-6 times. Now imagine with haste.
Will know my design.
One unit can eradicate the entire map, and you got 4. Now, who tested it? How Larian released this? I don't know. Game is finished. In terms of graphics, exploration, adventure, story, choices and consequences, the game is finished. The game was never tested for the gameplay. The game is early beta in gameplay. Early beta. Alpha for leveling and itemization, beta for combat. And it's a finished product as far as graphics and adventuring goes. Should have been in early access still. Simple as that. The more I play, the more I realize that. I think I'll need to rest and level up. It's level 10. There shouldn't be any penalties on a rest here.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
It seems like you guys need to try and listen to me what I'm saying. I'm playing with cantrips and without pre-buffs. I'm not multi-classing. I'm not using consumables. And it's like this. What happens if you use all? Have that in mind as well. That's just a fact of how broken itemization is and leveling. It's not good, okay? It's not good. I can start comparing to every single CRPG, okay? Pillars is far better balanced. Both Pillars 1 and 2. Dragon Age Origins is better balanced, even though it's a casual CRPG, it's better balanced than this. Way much better. Neverwinter Nights is balanced 10 times better. Except Neverwinter Nights 2, because Neverwinter Nights 2 is the only worse balanced CRPG than Baldur's Gate 3 is Neverwinter Nights 2. Until you reach Mask of the Betrayer, then Mask of the Betrayer is better. No matter to what I compare, every single CRPG is better balanced in combat than Baldur's Gate 3. You know what's Divinity for this? Come on.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
The path less traveled.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
You know, I'm thinking about it right now. I wanna play vanilla, I wanna get challenged. You should stop leveling up after level 5. Maybe there's gonna be some challenge if you stop leveling up after level 5. So you reach level 5, upgrade, and then you don't touch leveling anymore. Maybe that's the way. Now if that's a good balanced game, then fine. A CRPG without leveling, in that case. If you consider that good. I could try on my second run. I could easily give it a shot. Level 5 to finish the game. They fucked it up, let's be real, they fucked it up. I'm in denial for like 15 days now. It's gonna get harder, it's gonna get harder. My ass is gonna get harder. It's easier and easier, they fucked it up. I defended because I like CRPGs, okay, and that's why I'm in denial non-stop. The only reason why I play it right now is exploration, okay, because that's great. Story, exploration, that's all great.
Every soul made.
What's a profane womb? Is there anyone inside? Pain womb bound. Oh, I'm gonna summon something here. What? Something is bound to this. Or not. Or not. Wrath of the Righteous got easier at higher levels. Have you done Threshold on Unfair? Because that's the mega end game, and it's the hardest part in the game, by far. Wrath of the Righteous got so freaking easier that I'm gonna tell you a fact right now. Okay. Wrath of the Righteous. How it got easier at the end. I'll tell you a simple fact right now. Wrath of the Righteous got so freaking easier that only 0.6% of player base finish the game on the unfair difficulty. 0.6%. So much of that topic. I like numbers, I like stats. I used to bet a lot. I like numbers and stats. They usually tell it all. You don't need to put any claims on anything you're saying. Numbers are there to justify it all. Okay, it's like when you speak about sports.
I'm rather alarmed to say I suddenly feel inexplicably jubilant. How ominously delightful.
For example, speaking about sports, it seemed like speaking about games, okay? Now that you said that Breath of the Righteous is not harder, there's gonna be like 10-15% that's gonna finish Baldur's Gate 3 on Tactician difficulty, while Breath of the Righteous will always remain under 1% for unfair. Now you can translate that to sports, okay? We can all talk how Michael Jordan is not the best basketball player of all time. You can hate him as long as you like he is. All records, all stats belong to him in a shortest amount of period that he played. We can speak about tennis. You can like Federer and Nadal, no matter how much Djokovic is better. He's got more Grand Slams, more wins over both of them, more ATPs. He's better. Stats, numbers. Same applies for the game. Absolutely the same. We can talk for years, man, but in 100 years from now, someone will open something, will say, aha, 0.6% of them finished. Aha, that's how many titles that guy has. In 1,000 years, no one's gonna know anything. All that's gonna be left are numbers. And that's why I like numbers. They say it all. Skinhead. Balthazar experimented here as well. Yes, Baldur's Gate 3 is an extremely successful game with the most sales ever in CRPG history, and I'm glad that it is. Because now when people finish with Baldur's Gate, a lot of new players will play the very first CRPG for the very first time in their life. Once they're fed up with Baldur's Gate 3, they're gonna start searching for CRPGs, they're gonna discover Pillars, they're gonna discover Wrath, they're gonna discover Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, and everything that exists, Pillars, and so on. And I'm really glad that Baldur's Gate is so fucking successful. Because the rest will profit out of it.
Not design, but death.
0.6 finished game on unfair, on Wrath, doesn't mean that less players play. It means that it's hard to finish. Right?
Baldur's Gate will know my design.
Will Alcat put more work into the game after seeing Baldur's Gate? No. They got their own thing, they're gonna do their own thing, and that's about it. It's a Warhammer game. Fans of 40k will have probably the best Warhammer 40k game ever. So there is no need. They can stick to their... It's way much darker than Baldur's Gate 3. Rogue Trader, way much darker, more serious. In Rogue Trader, there's a joke on every 20 hours. In Baldur's Gate 3, there's a joke on every 3 minutes. There's a huge difference. Yes, most of the Baldur's Gate 3 players are there because of the hype. They don't even know what a CRPG is and they never played it. I know. And they're gonna find Baldur's Gate 3 probably hard even on normal difficulty. But that's a different topic.
Down.
Most didn't finish Act 1. Yes, because they don't know how to play and they get fed up. They think this is a AAA title, they're gonna buy it, they're gonna play for 6 hours and finish. Okay. And they can exit tutorial area in 2 hours. And then they're gonna scrap the game in the middle of Act 1. And they're gonna start watching videos on YouTube about Baldur's Gate 3 instead of playing.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Indeed, Tugay, stats are always will be bigger than opinion. The only valid thing that we got in this life is stats. And that's it. Everything else is just an opinion. And I always keep the stats, no matter what I'm checking out.
Many hearts, one.
Is this my second run? No, it's still the first one. I'm playing very slowly. Should have installed a difficulty mod. Will, Pesio. On my second run, I will play with a difficulty mod and I can't wait. But I would also like to see something above difficulty mod in Baldur's Gate 3. I would like to see more enemy spawns. Okay, more combat, less crap. For the second run. Having heads in a row is not... It has nothing to do with me, that's Twitch. And I can't do anything to stop it.
My chosen gather below.
The game needs at least 2 harder difficulties. Yes. Yes. It needs a harder difficulty than Tactician, then a harder difficulty from the one over Tactician. One with higher stats, the other one with extra spawn and higher stats. That's how I would do it. Majority of enemies do not have resistances. Why should we have magic? You don't need magic weapon. You don't need a demented weapon. You can forget about all rules that apply for CRPGs with dices. It doesn't matter on what D&D rules you want to play CRPG, you can forget about it. This is Divinity with a cover as a dice. Okay, a masked dice Divinity. Dices have 0 impact on combat. Fact.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Oh my, again with unfair.
Not design, but death.
Unfair is not only about loading, it's about preparation. It's about how good you can level up, how well you distribute items, how well and what time you use consumables, where you spend money, where you conserve money. How do you access fights? How do you position? Okay. There's like 10 factors before save and load. Okay, you can go all in without using anything at all. You get wrong leveling. You get the wrong idea of positioning. You can reroll 1000 times on unfair. You're gonna lose. Okay, so it's not only save load until the dice roll. You're gonna lose 1000 times. Dice luck on unfair is on 5th, 6th spot. Now same can be said about Baldur's Gate 3 as well. Dice is on the 10th spot. killed Balthazar, man. He wanted to slaughter Ketterik and Gortash.
Down.
That speaks about a dead tree. Three dead gods. Is he talking about Jergal here? He calls him father, probably about Jergal, god of death.
The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart.
Exactly, Amija, exactly. Every game should have like 7 or 8 difficulties. So everyone be happy. Simple as that. I can't get happy with Baldur's Gate 3. Simple as that. I am just not happy with Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm not the only one. Yes, this was more about relations to make everyone happy than to actually make a good gameplay. True. Gameplay is all divinity with a dice. It doesn't mean the game is bad though. Just saying I wish it was better. Still. Police condition.
We depart.
Steeped in bliss. Seized by great joy, affected entities more energized and also more mentally compliant. Entity has advantage on physical checks and disadvantage on mental saving throws. Entity is also vulnerable to psychic damage.
The absolute moves.
My God.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Design. What? Death.
Got some in my stash as well that I took on.
Know my desire.
Oof.
Our design.
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it?
Who is the he you talk about?
We are his pets. His plan. Lord Gortash.
Thursday.
The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed.
Tell me about these others.
Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed...
My head! I can feel them in my head!
Second day.
Eye hurts. Head hurts. But he says I'm past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul.
Third day.
She whispers in my mind. She sings. Praise the Absolute.
What am I to do? Damn, it's good to be alive.
Defender of the people.
I got 2 more from the wreck ship in the stash. And you use them 100 hours later.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it?
You a performer?
Oh, just a serving girl with notions. Till I met Lord Gortash. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
Go ahead, I'm sure you'll be performing soon.
I have just the thing prepared. My ma used to sing it when I'd come crying about monsters. Oh, wish me luck.
Will you sing? Nope.
The owl...
Huh?
The owl bear bore Owl's icy eye.
Okay, you crazy. We got 2 more if I can find them, man. Let's deal with a willing mind. Koje bre? 6-7 sati. Za 6-7 sati od sad. 12-1.
The owl
Sam
bear
izvadio ono
bore
meso da im
Owl's
pogledam.
icy eye.
Again?
Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
No way out.
This place is alive. A big thinking thing. And it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine!
Red brains. Fuck, 2 of them
For salvation,
from Nautiloid.
chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Certainly.
Of many hearts, one soul.
Yes, of course.
Prepare the march. My chosen caterpillar.
Attention! Say bye-bye!
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Excellent choice. Of course.
Would be something here in the middle to spawn, but I don't know what. I really don't know what.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
That feeling of jubilance. It's gone. Oh, what a relief it is to return to a state of appropriate dread.
Stick to the place.
What's the story?
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Not design, but death.
There are secrets here. I guess you can summon something here. It looks like it. Maybe I'm wrong. And I know that I got 2 more for this.
Mind Flayer script. I shouldn't be able to understand it, yet I do. Kudos to the tadpole, I suppose.
We'll need to check this and see what it is later.
My design. Our design.
What's cooking?
There's no inscription. It does look weird.
A long way from water.
Way too many weird things here.
It shall be done.
Down.
Obsidic, thanks for the 3 months. Thanks a lot. And thanks for the follow, Downstairs. There is a bugbear left behind. What's this?
The city calls out for salvation.
I mean, I don't need to rest, I got potions to rest.
Chosen are my heart.
Because the game doesn't allow going back. Shall we summon Diablo out of here? What on earth is this? Look at this. But you can't pick them up. You can only pick one behind. Push from the waking mind. Lockpick is impossible.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Don't stare. Thanks for the sub and welcome, man. Welcome. We cannot rest, it doesn't matter, I got potions for the rest, so it's fine. If I really need spells, I get
bursts
potions.
into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Soldier. Uh-huh.
Descend. We depart.
Steeped in bliss condition. Heightens the emotions of those who stand around. It's like it's a different talk if it's close, and if it's not, I would need to test it out, bro. Affected entity is more energized and is more mentally compliant.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Lovely day, this. For now.
The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection.
You'd easily get something wet. Let me see.
Making me sweat.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
The console glows as you approach.
Wanna dance?
You have my attention.
The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning.
That's what the mind
for
needs.
It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Begin. What? Memory, emotion, speech, reason. Emotion. Speech, reason. 3. Oh. Oh. Start with emotion. also look different. What the hell is this shit?
Master, welcome.
May it please, Mistra.
Why did you move?
Seek and you shall find me.
The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection. The console glows as you approach, the mind.
Master, welcome. Welcome back, Master.
You taxing? Now. Let's see
Brain
what's so
blast.
worth such protection.
Brain blast it is. This entire segment. Let's see what it is.
Destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity. Every plane as one. Every being in their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken, corrupted, gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
How did the Illithid Empire fall?
I don't know. I'm just glad it fell.
souls. Fragments of dead souls are imprisoned in the steel. Angry, powerful, hopeful, and scared, all of them rose up against their illithid masters, and all of them fell to this blade. Now they're trapped forever, forced to aid their oppressors. Crowning strike. Veils of the Dead, 3 turns, Crown of Madness. When you hit with a Crown of Madness. It's a long sword though.
Not design.
Mental fatigue.
Death.
When enemy fails at a saving throw against one of your spells, you regain hit points. Whatever. Hey, gloves, helmet.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
Waking Mind. Man, I got you on Nautiloid. If I knew I would bring them with me. Żeno! Może kafa? Zašto? To verovatno u fiočicu u predsobju. Ah.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart. And you, my many hands.
Got a brain, let's check what it is. If I can revisit. Although I got manual save, I can check out all brains and what they give. Easily. Wait,
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt for one another is eclipsed only by their shared hatred of the Illithids.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the Gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
You're remarkably sane for a pickled brain.
A Githzerai's mind is not so easily cracked. Our discipline was the very reason you were attacked. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
Aha. Insight failed. What if I can free you instead?
My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, perhaps my soul will return there. Or perhaps not. Death, freedom, they are one and the same. Touch my mind and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
Erase her mind. When you say erase, you by any chance mean smash your brain to bits?
I do not. The Gale have been warping flesh for millennia. Who knows what damage they can undo? It is my mind they enslave. It is my mind that must die.
Reach out, erase.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
It's a right mind barrier. Having assimilated a splinter of Gitzerai knowledge, mental barriers being erected in the affected entity's mind, it has advantage on intelligence, saving. Holy fuck, how freaking OP is this for a wizard?
I could go for a good meal.
Decide what to do with the resonance stone.
Directly.
No idea yet.
To new horizons.
Got a bugbear as well.
Descend, assemble. Prepare.
A fleet of nautiloids. I dread to think how many true souls that equates to.
Stories. Do everything. No need for a rest. Nice. Very nice indeed.
Descend. Liberate.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
It's a misunderstanding. I was sent to support you with the eradication of these traitors.
Lies. I shall present your bones to General Thorm as retribution for what you did to him.
So what will happen to you if I did that to Thorm? Where's logic?
Got to focus. Got to move.
Heating up. Soldier.
Wait, they're attacking her. Why are you attacking her? Interesting.
Shall be done. Battle favors the fearless. Making my move. Their worst nightmare. The blade will not bend. The pride of the gate.
A long way to go still.
Quite ready for you. Let's explore.
Baldur's Gate will know.
is a bone dot. Weird shit. Maybe I could check out what happens if you succeed in deception as well. Maybe there's something with conversation, because this is not a fight, it's trivial. I don't know what they were thinking. Let me see. Before that, I want deception to work. The funniest thing is people keep asking me, when will I create builds? When will I release guides? Builds for what? What for? It only matters what you do till level 5. So let's save. Mechanicus, hello to you too. Yeah. I just hope to see better bots, more improved bots, with more spawns as well.
Adventure.
Try with deception.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
You had like 15 things to succeed and you still failed. And what's even worse, why'd you roll 18? Like, holy shit.
I have no need for a throne. You would merely get in the way. Go on, make yourself useful somewhere. If you cannot manage that, just stay out of the way.
160 XP. I can't see the XP.
We march to victory.
What the fuck is this? Heed them. I keep in the same where I slaughter them. What's the point of this, man? There is no point. So. Eddie Henry.
Forthwith.
Too bad I can't see those on Nautiloid.
The city. Every soul made true.
Down.
city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
The point with Cressa, she wanted to succeed Balthazar. Basically, there is no point. You're just there to be there. They place something to place something. Basically. Matthew Booge.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Her pet true soul was shipped out on that Nautiloid.
The moment comes.
You've been getting sent away.
The absolute moves.
Is it this? Us. I gotta save. Would it be that with Cress? I mean, I can check. Why the fuck not? Wait. I'm gonna conjure the brain in front of her. Rogue Trader will have property. Yeah, it will. It will. Considering that I know a lot about the game, I can tell you it will. It will have unfair.
Not designed.
Enough to say.
Embrace death. Become. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate. Try it. I shall.
Lobotomize. I thought it was the brain that something in a note about a pet, but nerves to what? Nerves to difficulty.
The moment comes.
Great. I can't wait for more nerves. It's already hard enough. That was the main problem basically with games. Developers accommodate games to majority. You should create a game and that's how it is. You know. Like they did with Dark Souls 1, for example. Here's the game, play the game. If you can play it, play. If you don't play it. Find something else to play.
Not design, but death.
Nothing interesting buried here.
Forgot the dog in the text. But I don't. It seems like I'll mud the living shit out of Baldur's Gate 2 after I'm done with Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
Mirko. As they would say it here, Merkul. So what does Miracle have to do with this area?
Every soul made true.
And you talk a lot. Mistress of Souls.
Down. Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
There's only Bugbear left. I need to decide what to do with the. Oh yeah, that's mine. There we go. I mean, I can kill the Devourers for the additional experience, but man, I'll scale up like crazy in Baldur's Gate, then I won't level up anymore. Maybe it's not good to do it now. Elden Ring is a classic example of how you create a game for the majority people to play. Dark Souls was created only for those that wanted to learn, fail, and then finish the game. While Elden